Have you ever wondered what it really takes to reshape the soul of a championship contender? To not just patch a team with leftovers, but to reach deep into the marrow of a franchise and pull out a transformation so profound it could alter the entire landscape of the NBA? What if the missing piece that finally ignites the Los Angeles Lakers' next era doesn't come from the usual suspect superstars with headline-grabbing contracts or flashy scorers, but from a name that quietly embodies resilience, defense, and untapped potential? Could it be that the solution to the Lakers' deepest woes lies not in a marquee scorer, but in a player whose game is built on the gritty, often underappreciated art of interior defense? Welcome, Lakers Nation, to *** Lakers News Fan Report ***Square. Every theory is dissected and every rumble in the NBA landscape is analyzed for what it means to purple and gold fans around the globe. Before we dive into what might be the most compelling speculation of this offseason, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Alright, Lakers fans, lean in close because what I'm about to share could redefine how we think about the Lakers. Rebuilding strategy one built not on desperation, but on a calculated gamble that could pay off in a way no headline has suggested yet. You've undoubtedly heard the chatter, the rumors swirling about who might step into the massive void left when Anthony Davis was traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic. That trade, monumental in its own right, left the purple and gold with a glaring need someone to anchor the front court, to protect the rim, to provide the kind of paint presence that Davis once offered so effortlessly. But here's where it gets fascinating. Could the Lakers front office be setting their sights on a player many might not put at the top of their Laker wish list just yet? A player whose name doesn't grace the halls of stardom, but whose impact if healthy could be seismic. Yes, indeed. I'm talking about *** Marcus Smart ***. Now, wait, before you think I've lost my mind, hear me out. The whispers around the league are growing subtle, yet persistent. Could this be the opening act for a Lakers roster that finally builds a defensive identity, centered around tenacity, physicality, and relentless hustle? Marcus Smart is renowned across the NBA not just for his defensive prowess, but for being an absolute floor general, a leader who brings heart and grit every single night, the kind of player who elevates those around him. Lakers fans are wondering if bringing Smart into the fold could be the kind of splash move that redefines what this team stands for, a catalyst that brings more than just points, but passion, and a will to win that matches King James' competitive fire. If we take a look back at recent Lakers discussions about bolstering the front court, the search for a center who can defend the rim and rebound with authority, it's clear that the franchise has kept its options wide open. Names like Robert Williams III, Nick Claxton, and Walker Kessler have floated around as targets to solidify the paint. But again, could the Lakers be thinking bigger or more creatively? Could the organization be eyeing a versatile wing who can guard multiple positions, push the tempo, and bring a level of defensive disruption unmatched on the current roster? Smart's versatility might just be the secret weapon the Lakers need to survive and thrive in a Western Conference that's rapidly evolving. Social media is buzzing with Lakers fans divided between hope and skepticism. Some see Marcus Smart as a perfect fit, a veteran who embodies toughness and can fill the defensive holes left wide open. Since Davis' departure, others worry about fit, salary cap implications, and whether Smart's style meshes with the offensive talent currently on the roster. But what no one can deny is that the 6'3" defensive maestro has a championship pedigree. Having played a pivotal role in Boston's 2020 title run, his relentless energy on defense, clutch playmaking, and ability to push opposing guards off their rhythm could be exactly what Los Angeles has lacked since swapping out longevity and interior dominance for perimeter firepower. Let's peel back the curtain just a bit more. Consider the numbers last season. Smart posted solid numbers despite battling injuries. He averaged respectable points per game, an impressive number of assists, and perhaps most critical for this Lakers juggernaut, a defensive win share that few on the Lakers roster could match, especially in an era where switching defenses and perimeter pressure define playoff success. Having a seasoned vet like Marcus Smart could give LeBron James the complimentary player he's been craving, someone who not only guards the toughest assignments night after night, but can also spearhead fast break opportunities and maintain momentum on both ends of the floor. And what about the Lakers front office? Rob Pelinka and his team have been dogged in their pursuit of defensive linchpins this offseason. Reports suggest multiple centers have been scouted, Robert Williams III being the most talked about. Among the big men, heralded for his shot blocking, rebounding, and rim protection. The 26-year-old has tantalizing upside, but carries questions about health and consistency. But if the Lakers are indeed expanding their horizons and thinking outside the box, what better way to offset the uncertain gamble on Williams or any other big man than coupling it with a savvy, battle-tested wing defender who elevates the team's overall defensive analytics on the perimeter? Think about the historic compositions of Lakers championship teams. Defense wins rings, and while this team has often been offense first, the true dynasties balance scoring with lockdown defenders who make life miserable for opponents. Could Smart be the missing piece that unlocks a more balanced Lakers identity? Could this be the first spark that ignites a chain reaction trigger in trades, signings, and strategic shifts aimed at clawing back from recent season's disappointments? The storyline writes itself, a six-time All-Star in LeBron James, chasing another title before his window closes, finally paired with a backcourt mate who doesn't shy away from physicality, who breathes defense, and who has repeatedly shown the ability to clutch moments under enormous pressure. Imagine the narrative, LeBron and Smart, veterans in a high-stakes game of redemption, combining forces to push the Lakers past familiar playoff gatekeepers who have stymied Los Angeles in recent years. But here's the twist: this isn't just about Lakers fortifying their backcourt. It's about the impact Smart could have on the development and confidence of younger players stepping into the rotation. His presence, voice, and example of gritty relentlessness could elevate teammates who have struggled to find their footing on defense in the heightened pressure of LA's spotlight. Could Smart's arrival signal not only a strategic roster boost but a cultural renaissance within the locker room, setting a new tone emphasizing toughness, commitment, and unyielding energy? Fans on Twitter and Instagram have started to connect dots. Some speculate that if the Lakers do swing a trade involving Robert Williams III or any of the front-court targets, adding Smart could be the perfect complementary move, balancing the roster with long-range shooters, rim protectors, and tenacious defenders. Others have floated the idea that Smart, with his contract flexibility and defensive versatility, could serve as a vital chess piece in bigger trade machinations meant to package assets for a star or reshape the roster ahead of the trade deadline. The intrigue doesn't stop at what we know, but what remains hidden. How far is Pelinka willing to push? Is this a quiet front office campaign to bet on untapped defensive synergy? Could the Lakers be orchestrating a stealth plan, one that flies under the radar while other contending franchises chase marquee names for their headlines? And above all, in a league obsessed with stats and pace, could Marcus Smart's gritty style be the missing ingredient that transforms the Lakers from a flashy highlight reel team into a championship machine built on relentless defense? Despite all this buzz, there are hurdles. Smart's injury history is a factor, just as it has been with Williams and others on the Lakers' radar. Capela and Lopez are also rumored as veteran backups players who can round out a frontcourt rotation, but would need to mesh seamlessly with the rest of the squad. Then there's the ever-daunting salary cap calculus and the challenge of matching trade packages that Portland or Boston might demand in exchange for their prized defenders and playmakers. But in this game of chess where every move counts, the Lakers appear poised to play a bold hand. And as history has shown us time and again, the boldest moves often set the stage for the most memorable triumphs or, if miscalculated, heartbreaks. So, Lakers Nation, here's the million-dollar question. Could Marcus Smart don the purple and gold and redefine what it means to be a Laker in 2024? Are we witnessing the early signs of a plan so shrewd and layered it might just tilt the entire Western Conference battleground in our favor? And could this move finally provide LeBron James the defensive anchor and relentless competitor he needs to mount another title run before his twilight years close? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I believe there's a unique magic in this possibility. Smart's grit, defense, and leadership could be the intangible spark the Lakers have desperately sought since Anthony Davis left. It's not just about stats or box scores, it's about heart, tenacity, and legacy. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're fired up by this potential Lakers renaissance, don't even hesitate to slam that like button. Subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report and make sure those notifications are on, because we're diving headfirst into what could be the most electrifying chapter for this franchise since the Showtime era. The stakes couldn't be higher, Lakers Nation. And this story isn't just speculation, this is a pulse check on a team on the brink of something monumental. Now, let's pick up exactly where we left off. The proposition of Marcus Smart, defensive juggernaut with championship experience and a reputation as a relentless competitor. Stepping into the Lakers lineup is like a seismic shift in the very DNA of this squad. What does this mean for the Lakers' championship dreams? Picture this, a team built not only around LeBron James' unmatched court vision and scoring prowess, or Austin Reeves' rising star potential, but anchored by a defensive force shredder who can take the pressure off a relatively untested supporting cast. Imagine the impact when Smart's tenacity locks down top-tier guards night after night, freeing Anthony Davis' replacement in Dallas to play with less fear and more confidence, and unleashing New Age Lakers wings to exploit open lanes and transition breaks like never before. This isn't just a tweak, it's a dramatic pivot toward a Lakers identity that embraces defense as much as offense. The championship window for LeBron is closing with the relentless ticking of the clock. At 39 years old, Bron's durability is as vital as ever, but his prime years are behind him. So this isn't about adding flair, it's about adding a functional, fearsome cog in the machine. Marcus Smart is the kind of player who can absorb the defensive workload Disney's dream about, but real NBA teams crave. His defensive rating and defensive win shares consistently outpace many other perimeter defenders in the league. Stats that LA's front office surely salivates over when constructing a title-contending lineup last season. Before injury slowed him sporadically, Smart averaged nearly 2 steals per game, disrupted offenses with his harassing style, and orchestrated Boston's defensive juggernaut that ultimately culminated in a championship. This fits perfectly with the current Western Conference chessboard where the Warriors, Suns, and Nuggets all boast versatile defenders and explosive offenses. Golden State, with their championship pedigree, continues to blend the stirring genius of Curry and Thompson shooting with Klay's lockdown defense, and Draymond Green's unparalleled playmaking on defense. Phoenix, with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, has blended offensive efficiency with structural defensive discipline. Denver's Nikola Jokic is an offensive juggernaut, but struggles defensively. Their answer has been to surround him with perimeter lockdowns. The Lakers adding Smart would send a loud, unmistakable message: we are here to compete, to tussle, and to finally put the defense first. Could this be the Lakers' declarative shift to outgrind the others, flipping an offensive-heavy roster switch toward brutal efficiency? Consider how this meshes with the Lakers' youth movement. Austin Reeves, for all his poise and scoring touch, is still shaping his defensive game. Bronny James, electric and blossoming, benefits immensely from a mentor who lives and breathes defense and accountability every moment on the floor. Smart's presence could elevate their games in ways no stat line fully captures his leadership style. His never-back-down mentality, the way he directs traffic on defense while delivering motivational fire, conceal this team's locker room chemistry and culture overhaul. Yes, Lakers have had flashes of brilliance from supporting casts before, but few have had a near-perfect defensive quarterback in the wing positions. With Smart commanding the perimeter defense, the Lakers could finally see their younger stars blossom with the confidence that the tough end of the floor is locked down. Let's rewind and paint a historical backdrop to this potential transformation. The Lakers' glorious past is littered with illustrative examples: Kobe Bryant's two-way dominance, the Muhammad World Peace teammate era's relentless defense, Magic Johnson's ability to build teams that played for championships. What's missing from the recent chapters is that complete, anchored identity of balance between offensive swagger and defensive grit. The 2000 Lakers teams, those three-peats that enshrine the Kobe, Shaq dynasty, were as impressive for their defensive tenacity as for their offensive flair. Shaq commanded the paint with terrifying dominance, but it was Kobe's off-ball defense and relentless competitiveness that forged a defensive core, willing to smother any opponent. Fast forward to today, and the Lakers have struggled to find that defensive cohesion. Enter Smart, with the potential to spark that long-missing defensive resurgence, and the social media landscape is already humming with excitement and debate. Magic Johnson weighed in early on Twitter, cryptically praising Smart plays on and off the court, leading fans to speculate if the Lakers legend sees this as a blueprint for the future. The media pundits, always hungry for a storyline, are beginning to frame this as a pivotal moment in the Lakers' offseason, whether or not they can assemble a roster that matches LeBron's fire and embraces a defensive identity focused on grit, hustle, and sacrifice. Imagine the headlines during training camp: Lakers defense gets a wake-up call, or Marcus Smart the defensive heartbeat Los Angeles needed. The conversation is no longer just about stars and scoring milestones, but about securing a foundation that champions toughness as much as talent. What does this mean for the Western Conference balance of power? It immediately shakes things up. Warriors with their sharpshooting and defensive switching. Nuggets, who rely heavily on Jokic's offense, but need help locking down wings and guards. Suns with two-way Mestros and Booker and Bridges. The Lakers, by integrating Smart's defense and leadership, would solidify their place as not just a flashy contender, but a gritty, experienced threat capable of withstanding the physical and mental grind of the playoffs. With LeBron's legacy on the line and a new core around him, the Lakers could reemerge as a true powerhouse, disrupting heavily favored squads through defensive pressure and clutch leadership. But it doesn't end with just Smart. This move could be the catalyst for ripple effect trades, signings, and shifts in strategy tailored around this renewed defensive core. What if Robert Williams' health concerns scare off the Lakers, only to be replaced by a more rotational approach anchored by Smart's defensive pressure and low-post rim protectors like Clint Capela or Brook Lopez? Or perhaps this vision aligns with a more fast-paced, switching defensive scheme that complements LeBron and Smart's playmaking on both ends, allowing the Lakers to exploit mismatches with a blend of speed, size, and defensive acumen. The possibilities are intoxicating. This speculation also raises a vital emotional question. Will we remember this moment as the turning point when the Lakers chose competitive toughness over flashy headlines, when they said, "We understand the blueprint of winning leadership, defense, heart before shots raining from downtown"? Only time and the next chapter in this franchise's story will tell. Personally, as someone who lives and breathes Lakers basketball, I am deeply moved by this potential shift. Watching LeBron chase history with that insatiable hunger to add to his already monumental legacy is awe-inspiring. But this adding, someone like Marcus Smart not only fills a tangible hole, but symbolizes a team willing to fight harder, sweat more, and embrace the identity that championships demand. There's a poetry to it, a battle-tested warrior joining a legendary champion to write the next chapter in purple and gold. Lakers fans, this speculation is no idle fantasy. It is a call to remember what it feels like to truly believe. To believe that the Lakers are more than a team, they are a family rebuilt around grit and heart. If the front office pulls this off, the dynamic on the court, in the locker room, and across the league could become electric. This could be the roster that finally cages the sprawling West and pushes LeBron to one last glorious run. So I'll leave you with this. Could Marcus Smart in purple and gold be the defining piece that returns the Lakers to the summit of the NBA mountain? Will this be the season where defense reignites the championship fire and LeBron's twilight years echo? With another banner raised in Staples Center, there is no certainty, only thrilling possibility, and that Lakers Nation is what we live for. If this breakdown got your heart racing, hit that like button, share your wildest theories in the comments below, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report. We are just at the dawn of what promises to be an unforgettable saga in purple and gold. Stay locked in because this story is far from over, and the best is yet to come.